Hey guys, it's EmiCat, obviously, and today it's gonna be, today's video rather is gonna be chapter 2 of the untitled story I was reading yesterday. There's one more chapter after this, so I will be reading that one in the next video. But, yeah, I have other stories that I could read, so, just let me know in the comments below if you guys want me to read more stories. I say that as if anyone actually watches my videos, because nobody does, but I'm just gonna keep uploading because this is fun. Maybe someday I'll get monetized. Chapter 2. At 8:30, I got worried. My parents still weren't home. I wonder why my parents aren't home yet. That last sentence was, like, out loud. I could have done without that. That was a little bit repetitive. Maybe they got held up at work or something, Kyle said. Then the phone rang. I got up and answered the phone. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the same night. Possibly? I don't know. Hello, I asked. Hey, Lizzie, it's your mom, my mom said. No, really? Where are you guys, I asked. Your father and I have to go to Buffalo for a week, she said. Sorry to call so late, but we just found out ourselves. I was about to ask why they have to go when Mom said, oh, our plane, it says plane, it looked like phone. Our plane is boarding. We have to go. Oh, don't worry, it's work related. Bye, sweetie. She hung up. I just stood there with the phone to my ear. After about a minute, I hung up the phone. So she just stood there like, for a whole minute. Okay. Come on. I didn't move. I heard Kyle get up, then he was next to me. Was it your folks? He asked. I nodded. Where are they? Boarding a plane to Buffalo. They had to go there for some work-related thing, I said. Kyle led me to the kitchen where I sat down on one of the chairs. He sat down on the chair next to me. I told Kyle everything my parents had told me. A week? Kyle said. Whoa, so you're going to be alone? Yeah, I said, I mean, what if those guys followed us? They might know where I live. I let my head hit the table, not caring if it hurt. Ouch. Oh my gosh, my face is washed out. Shit, hold on. Is that better? Not really. My head hitting the table made a sickening thud. Ouch. So just fucking see me. Holy shit. Whatever, that'll have to do. I have to work on this. Because I can't really get the lighting thing down. I don't know how it works. After 5 minutes or so, I lifted my head back up. Kyle was smiling. What? I asked. I could stay here with you, he said. Ooh. Ooh. I sat up straight and lightly punched his shoulder. No way, I said. I might see if I could stay with Jenny. Jenny was my other best friend. We were practically sisters. Kyle frowned. Oh, I was looking forward to seeing you in pajamas, he said. I punched him hard this time. Ow! I was kidding! That wasn't creepy at all. Yikes. I rolled my eyes as I got up. I got the telephone and dialed Jenny's number. She picked up after 3 rings. Hey, Jen, I said. What's up, Liz? She asked. I told her about my parents and asked her if I could stay at her house until they come back. So the girl in this story is 16 years old. I know she's probably old enough to take care of herself, but, like, shouldn't they have called a relative or something to come look after her? Or, like, I ask as if this was someone else's story and not my own, because I have no idea what's happening. I only wrote 3 chapters. I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's like it isn't even my story. Asked her if I could stay at her house until they came back. Sure, she said, and since you don't drive, I'll come pick you up. We both hung up. Kyle, you stay down here and tell me when Jenny arrives, I said as I ran upstairs to my room. 15 minutes later, after I finished packing, I heard the doorbell. I ran back downstairs. Jen was waiting by the already open door. Hey, we both said in unison. Thank God your parents are letting me stay at your house, I said. Yeah, why exactly can't you just stay here alone? She asked. Kyle and I both looked at each other, then back to Jen. What, is there something I should know? Jen asked. Before I could say anything, Kyle blurted it out. We saw two men kill another guy, and now they're after us. Kyle! I looked at him wide-eyed. And you want to stay with me? Jen yelled. I mean, you can, but that is something people should know before they just ask to stay at their house. But she has a valid point. Like, I want to stay at your house for a week while my parents are away. Yeah? Oh yeah, by the way, I'm being chased by murderers, so that might be, you might want to be on the lookout. Okay, bye, see you in 15 minutes. Click. Can we just go? I asked. She nodded. I got my bag and followed Jen to her car. Can you drop me off at my house? Kyle asked, as I had just locked the front door behind us. Fine, Jen said. She got into the driver's side, and Kyle and I got in the back. So it's like, was neither of you gonna sit in the front with Jen? Like, she's your chauffeur, I guess. She backed out of the driveway and started driving towards Kyle's house. You're lucky you live down the street from me, Kyle, Jen said. And you, Jen looked at me from the rearview mirror. Just be glad my parents said you could stay even though there's still school. She stopped at a red light. You two couldn't have seen someone get murdered during summer vacation or something? I was shocked. Jen, you can't just choose when you see someone get killed. You could if you were doing the killing, Kyle said. Not helping, I said through clenched teeth. Oh, sorry. Not helping. Sorry, he said. The light turned green and Jen started driving again. 10 minutes later, we reached Kyle's house. Jen stopped in front of the sidewalk. Kyle got out. He closed the door, then waved as Jen drove away. Less than 2 minutes later, we were at Jen's house. She parked in her parents' garage. We got out, and she closed the garage door. I got my bag, and we went into her house through a door in the garage. Her mom was in the living room. When she heard us come in, she got up. Hello, Mrs. Rollin, I said. She smiled. Please call me Rachel, she said. Mrs. Rollin makes it seem like an old lady or something. I'm assuming I was trying to write, I'm an old lady or something. I laughed. Thanks for letting me stay here, Rachel. Don't worry about it, she said. Jen explained, and I sure wouldn't want to be in the house all alone for a week. I probably would have gone to a bar, Jenny said. Jennifer Marie Rollin, Rachel said. Okay. I was beginning to feel like I was in the way when they started arguing. Then Jenny's brother, Stephen, came in. He saw me and smiled. Why don't I show you the guest room, he said. I heard you were coming. Seeing that mother and daughter were still fighting, I said okay. I picked up my bag once again and followed Stephen. I never mentioned that I had put it down. Well, not I, but her. Technically, he said, it's not a guest room as so much as a guest basement. He stopped at a door. It's actually just the basement. I followed him down the stairs. He turned on the light. The last time I was there, the guest basement only had a bed in it. Now it had carpet, a bed, a couch, a TV, a bathroom, and 2 dressers. Whoa, I said as I set my bag on the bed. Then I sat on the bed. Stephen sat next to me. It had been a year since I saw Stephen. Now he was 17. He was the same height as me, and about the same weight. He had brown, medium-length hair, blue eyes, and a somewhat round nose. Okay. He always smiled. He was tan and was wearing a muscle shirt and knee-length shorts. As opposed to booty shorts or something? Like, he was hot. Ooh, steamy. I couldn't believe I thought my best friend's brother was hot. We just stared at each other for what seemed like hours. I stood up. Thanks for showing me the guest basement. I was hoping he'd get the hint and leave, which he did. After he closed the door, I changed into my PJs, got into the bed, and fell into a fitful sleep. And that's the end of chapter 2. So, we got a little bit of romance coming up in this story. So, we got a love triangle. So, Lizzie likes Steven, and I don't think Steven knows. And Kyle likes Lizzie, but Lizzie knows Kyle likes her, but she doesn't reciprocate those feelings. And nobody likes Kyle, poor thing. And I don't know what Jen's role in this is, but I don't know. But I will read the next chapter in the next video. Like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing. I don't know. I don't think anyone's gonna watch this fucking video anyway, so it doesn't matter. Except for my boyfriend. He's like the only one that watches my videos. So shout out to Taylor. GG. Yeah, that's it, I guess. Peace.